today, friends, and we are going to do as many meals as we possibly can with however many jars of home canned chicken I still have left in my canning pantry. And I also have some home canned pork. So these are mainly chicken recipes, but looking at the ones that we're doing, if we needed to substitute with home canned pork, we certainly can. But look at us. We're using up our Hopes and Dreams canning pantry, and I'm proud of us. And I'm really going to be able to get back to canning soon. Not in this video, but this week in my actual factual life. I'm doing broth. It's a little scary because the last 2 times I've done big batch broth, I've had major life explosions, but I think I'm good now. So we're gonna go at it this week. Let's get figuring out all we can with this home canned chicken. So before too much more of our day is rolling on away from us, we are gonna start this rice. The very first recipe that I am doing is my chicken broccoli and rice casserole. I've made it many times over this past, well, more than a decade in this online universe. So I'm going to do it today. It's been several years since I've made it. You can also do homemade cream of soups, but I'm going to wash my rice and it's gonna be 4 cups of rice with about 8 cups of chicken broth in the Instant Pot. It's gonna do the work, and we're gonna work on getting some other things together while we do that. Alrighty friends, are you ready for this? That's right. Click the first link in the description below. Head to largefamilytable.com/alrighty, and yes, you know I said that, to get for free how to meal plan from your pantry, building a well-stocked pantry using what you have on hand. Again, this is a free guide I'm giving to all of you. It's a $14.99 value. All you need to do is head to largefamilytable.com/alrighty and click the first link in the description below. Yay. So even though it's a wet measuring cup, I am just getting my roughly 4 cups of rice in it. I don't know the mystery on how I ended up with this rice in a bag. I also have several bags of great value rice, so anyway, we'll just wash this off. I love cooking rice in the Instant Pot. That is my favorite way to do it. And I do have some canned boxes of great value broth. And if you've been following along this summer, we've been doing our summer 2024 Use It Up Pantry and Freezer Challenge. And so all of these ingredients I'm using are ingredients I had on hand, either home canned meat, other items from the pantry, other than I didn't have any more shredded cheese, and some of the recipes today do call for that. We're gonna do a chicken baked ziti. I'll read you the whole list, and all of these recipes will be linked down in the description below. Alrighty, so I'm just going to, I've noticed I say alrighty a lot. As I've been watching through my different videos, going through edits and everything, I think we might need an alrighty t-shirt. So it feels like September here. Okay, good way to have rice stick all over the colander here. Get this last little bit in. And then this is going to be 1 of these big cups of broth, and then 2 more cups. 1 of these big containers of broth, sorry. So it'll be 8 cups of broth total. But I am excited to get to the project of using the beef bones that I've had in my freezer and get going with broth later this week too. And we will use the rest of this broth in something else today. And I do have a whole bundle from a local farm of homegrown pasture-raised chickens. And so we will, within all of those carcasses, all of those roasted chickens that we will have, we will make homemade chicken broth too. Alrighty, so the Instant Pot is on the rice button setting, and it's going to do its thing. Alrighty, I'm just noticing myself say it all the time. My butter is frozen. What is new? We're gonna make our homemade cream of chicken. And I'm gonna melt 4 sticks of butter. Over there. I did get my running in this morning and several miles walked. So it is later in the afternoon now, but I think we're gonna do a pretty decent job here, rolling through these recipes. Now, if you don't have home canned chicken, most of this chicken is from chickens that we raised and butchered back in the olden days, not really that long ago, but anywho, been working on using up that chicken. You can also use canned chicken from Walmart. You can also get rotisserie chicken for $4.99 still from Costco, and you can pull off the meat from the bones. You can use those bones to make chicken broth too, and you can use the pulled chicken for many of these recipes. We're gonna do this chicken and broccoli and rice casserole. We're doing just a delicious lemon sesame soup. It's been a while since I've done that one. And all of these freeze so well. We're doing a chicken variation of baked ziti, which I have several family folks that are very excited about that. And then I have a Hawaiian chicken and rice casserole that we're gonna do. And depending on how many quarts of chicken are left, I just may do some chicken salad. But again, I did find a stash of pulled, basically like pulled pork, canned pork, which was pork raised on a local farm as well. I just had bought a whole hog and then canned some of the meat. So if we don't have enough chicken left for chicken salad, I may just do like a ham salad. I know my folks will eat it up and use it for lunches this week. So all of these meals are freezer friendly, and so I plan to make them in our big batches today and get some more chicken dinners in the freezer. But again, we're using a lot of the ingredients we already have on hand, so that's super. I am down to only 6 boxes of butter, so I better get a butter order in here pretty soon too. Okay, melting down the butter. Alrighty, so I'm going to do, let's see, I'm doing a ×4 batch. So my recipe over on the blog, which will also be linked below, is just for doing one same batch. We're doing a ×4, and so this is going to be 16 cups of broth and 4 cups of flour added with these 4 sticks of butter. And I was only measuring out a little bit left in my other broth container. And so just like gravy, it's a lot of stirring. And then you can add in whatever you would like. Salt, I've got my Redmond salt powder, onion powder, garlic powder. I have been sharing with you that I'm working on my first in over a year Azure Standard grocery order. That'll be coming in a few weeks. It's still an open cart, so I still have time to add things to it. And that's one of the things that can be, I guess, annoying about whenever you first start ordering from Azure. You may not know what to order, but after you order a couple times and you get using those Azure ordering muscles, almost said muffins there, then you know that your cart is open and you can just add things as you think about them over the coming weeks. So even today I was thinking with my onion powder and my garlic powder, I've been out of the onion and garlic powder I bought from Azure because I go through a lot of those. Anywho, I'm going to get some in my upcoming order. And I know I don't need to order cinnamon because I located my other bag of cinnamon. So I'm proud of us. We're doing things, baby steps. And working on using up some more items from the pantry. I have some better than bouillon chicken base, and I'm gonna add just a couple spoonfuls to this, helping out the Great Value broth. Another way to use it up. And it says a teaspoon per 8 ounces, and you know our 8 ounces our ounces are well beyond that. Lots of liquid in here, so 2 mystery spoonfuls, that's what I recommend. Alrighty friends, as you have already heard quite a bit today, you can head to largefamilytable.com/alrighty. I just love that. I was thinking up a URL that would be perfect and there you go, we have it. Alrighty, so largefamilytable.com/alrighty, and just click the first link in the description below and I will send you back my $14.99 value guide on how to meal plan from your pantry. It's all about building a well-stocked pantry using what you have on hand. I share with you a super mega list of pantry foods that last, tips for building your home pantry, food storage tips, instructions on how to meal plan from your pantry, a full week of meal plans, those are so great, and mega and lots more pantry printables. The How to Meal Plan from Your Pantry guide will help you save time, money, and sanity as I walk you through stocking up your pantry and being creative with what you have on hand. So again, that's largefamilytable.com/alrighty, and I will get that right out to you. I can't wait for you to see this beautiful guide. Alrighty. Now I'm going to add in our flour. We're going to get to the business of whisking. Now, also, I thought of this once we started this recipe. Whenever we get to the Hawaiian chicken and rice, I need to make more rice for that. So once this first batch of rice is done, we will get the next batch going for that recipe. So we will have 3 casserole recipes here. Somewhere between 2 to 4 pans per recipe. I know for sure this chicken broccoli rice casserole, the way I have it written originally on the blog, is 4 to 5 9x13 pans. So we'll get several pans of this chicken and rice recipe, and then we'll get several pans of the chicken baked ziti, and then we will also get several panfuls of the Hawaiian chicken, and then also we'll meal prep the chicken salad, maybe that'll become ham salad, and several gallon bags of the lemon sesame soup too, once we get that going. Might start getting that soup going next, so that can be doing its thing while I work through these casserole recipes. Nice and thick and popping. Let's see, I'm just going to turn that heat off. Okay, looks like a tablespoon of onion powder to me. We'll say a tablespoon and a half of garlic powder. Like 2 teaspoons of salt. And teaspoon of pepper. Alrighty, so I actually think we have a good amount of chicken for what we want to do today. I don't think we'll get into the pork, but the day is still young in that respect. See what adventures we get into. So we just have to get on this lid just right. So this recipe calls for 4 pounds of chicken, and again, it makes 4 to 5 9x13 pans. Use whatever chicken you have available. One of these quart jars is usually around 2 pounds. So I'm going to drain these. We're going to go ahead and start putting our ingredients in the Mega Mama bowl, even though we're waiting on the rice. So be right back. Alrighty, so first in is our home canned chicken. broccoli did I say? About 24 ounces of broccoli. This is 32. No one will be mad. So let's drop it here. And then I have, okay, this is 8 cups of shredded cheese. This is 4. All right, I had said about 5 cups of shredded cheese, so that is good. We'll save that for topping. I guess I don't need this broccoli unless I want really broccoli heavy. I'll probably, I'll wait. And I will do a handful of this actually so we can follow our own directions. I do need scissors. Maybe will it rip for me? All right. And we know a handful of cheese is a cup of cheese around the world. So here's our 5 cups. Alrighty, so I'm just going to work on getting the cream, homemade cream of chicken into the big bowl here, and then we'll add the rice when it's done. Alright. Gallons and gallons of homemade cream of chicken. This is, I believe, a 16-quart pot. It wasn't quite half full, so maybe we did about 8 quarts or so. No, that wouldn't be right. Maybe 5 or 6. Prepping ahead for some of these other recipes. I've got a pack of bacon. This delicious situation goes with the Hawaiian chicken recipe, so I'm just thinking ahead. A lot of times I have my big batch cooking guides, especially when we're doing like 40 freezer meals and those kind of things to follow along, but when I don't have a guide to read, I just try to think through what ingredients can I get done while these other things are cooking. Like I know we can do the noodles coming up for the baked ziti, the chicken baked ziti that we'll do, and the chicken, the sesame lemon chicken soup is one of my slow cooker recipes. And so I was thinking of doing it on the stove top, but I think we'll just, lots of variety in this video, right? We will do that as a slow cooker recipe too. Okay, so this is now just waiting for the rice to be done. Okay. Better set a timer so I don't forget what I'm doing there with that. And that goes off, that's for the bacon. So now, jumping into lemon sesame soup. It calls for 2 stalks of celery. I'm going to use well, what is this? Maybe 6, but I have it. And it'll just go into the soup. Great way to use up vegetables. And then it's a cup of chopped up carrots. So I have some baby carrots. And we will use those. Also, it calls for an onion, and I've got about 4 onions here from a local garden, so we will chop up one of those as well. All right, so there's everything chopped up. Alrighty, so I'm just going to get these ingredients in the slow cooker and get this thing a-cooking, doing its job, and we will walk it back over. The rice is done. So we've got our celery, our onions, our carrots. I'm gonna squeeze this lemon in here, and then we're gonna roll through our other ingredients. We're gonna basically put everything in here except for the rice. We will add rice, see, more rice to this, but it ends up being 4 cups of all cooked rice. So we're gonna cook 2 cups of raw rice to equal 4 cups of rice for this soup. But we will do that later. Get my authentic lemon seeds out of the slow cooker though. This is a recipe that would go really good with some fresh sourdough bread, but we're not there yet. So to our large family style slow cooker lemon sesame chicken and rice soup, it says in my recipe over on largefamilytable.com to do 6 to 8 boneless, skinless chicken thighs. I'm going to do one of my cooked quarts of home canned chicken, and then also it's 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 teaspoons of dried thyme leaves, about 2 cups of diced carrots, 1 onion, 2 stalks of celery, but of course we did 6, a teaspoon of ground ginger, about 8 garlic cloves or 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. We're using a tablespoon of sesame oil, about half a teaspoon of black powder. I'm going to throw 3 bay leaves in there. Of course, we have the juice from 1 lemon, 2 tablespoons of liquid aminos or soy sauce, and then later I'll add about 5 cups of cooked rice. All right, so our rice that has released its steam, it's ready to be made into chicken broccoli rice casserole. The water's boiling to pour the ziti noodles in. We're gonna get this lemon sesame chicken in the slow cooker going. I think the bacon's done, so things are happening. All right, and then we need to get our next batch of rice. I guess we should do enough rice for the soup and for the Hawaiian chicken casseroles too. Whew, got it, did it. Like it. Okay. And actually for the other 2 recipes we need the same amount of rice again, because for the Hawaiian chicken casserole, the way I have that recipe written out on the blog is it makes 2. So I'm getting my steam facial. So for the chicken Hawaiian rice casserole, as it's written out on the blog, it does 2 9x13 cans. And then we need the rice for the lemon sesame soup. We are almost done here though with this chicken broccoli rice casserole. And as I said, we're gonna put these in the 9x13 cans and top them also with some cheddar cheese. I probably have kids that have never even had this before, and this is just such a good using up pantry and freezer ingredients kind of meal. You can really make so many different types of casseroles with random protein and vegetables from your freezer and some sort of homemade cream of soup. Throw a little cheese in there, you're doing something. Okay, so we will come back to this in a minute. I think before anything else happens, we'll get the ziti's going, we'll get more rice going. We're just, look at us, we're doing all the things. All right, so we have 4 16-ounce boxes of the ziti noodles. And actually, we don't need all 4 boxes, we only need 2. And then I'm like, oh, do I double? Let me check my ingredients and see if I can. It just seems like I've got the water boiling. I think we're gonna go for it. The only thing is, you know, I don't have a lot of pasta sauce. I can always make homemade sauce, but I do have pizza sauce. And even last night I did pizza meatball casseroles, and we did some sauteed vegetables and of course a watermelon. And just, yeah, okay, so we were only doing 2 9x13s. Surprise, surprise, I think we're gonna go for 4. And then watch us maybe stretch a little more. That's why my chicken broccoli rice casserole recipe is written 4 to 5 9x13 cans. So, okay. Chicken baked ziti for 2 days. Haha, it is. Because the 9x13 pans, if I just get something that's a hot commodity around here, they can go through 2 9x13 pans at times. So, do with it as you will. So I'm getting my next batch of rice going. I'm getting low on my chicken broth, so I think I've got about a cup of broth in there, and the rest will be water, which I could also do another spoonful of our better than bouillon stuff too. I'll do. Okay, got that going. Alrighty, so we are going to put our chicken broccoli rice casserole into 9x13s now, and then top it with some shredded cheddar cheese. I might end up adding some more, but I want to get 4 different meals out of this. So we have 4 9x13 pans. I was thinking I would have to do 2 of these for dinner, but actually we have enough. I mean, who's the mama cooking around here? We have enough of the pizza meatball casseroles that I made last night, and we have some more watermelon left. So dinner's already done for tonight. So we are getting 4 freezer meal dinners in the freezer, and I'm proud of us. I didn't know if I was doing a variety of chicken or what for dinner. I was not planning to do those pizza meatballs last night, but it just, you know, life, it worked out that way. So we really will be getting some meals in the freezer. You will see these in upcoming Large Family Meals of the Week videos too, but they smell delicious. And we'll use these cheese for other events. Alrighty, so next up we are gonna do our baked ziti casseroles, chicken version. And I'm just gonna chop up another onion here with authentic garden dirt on it, but I'll wash it. I think we're gonna do 2 10 by 13 pans of the ziti and a 9 by 13. And actually, you know what? This goes with my Hawaiian chicken recipe, but that's what happens when I'm rolling through the recipes, but I already got everything out. I'm just gonna murder this onion now, and that will, look at us, we're meal prepping ahead for a recipe we're not even on yet. That's okay. So the chicken baked ziti is another very simple, easy, you know what I'm gonna say, easy breezy lemon squeezy. That's one of our words. That's how we want things for 2024. It's our positive confession. So anyway, we're gonna drain our ziti noodles and put our ziti noodles and our pasta sauce, maybe even some pizza sauce, because that's what I'm using up, and our cheese all in a mega model bowl, one of the 30-quart bowls, and then we will top it with cheese, and that'll be done. I'm just going to put this onion on a paper plate for now, and no, you don't have to use paper plates, but if you're actively serving 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 people at any given time, paper plates do become a friend. It's a thing, even when the dishwashers are working. So set that over there, that's coming up. Noodles, and then get everything going in another bowl. So now we're going to work on pulling the chicken baked ziti casseroles together. Now my recipe over on largefamilytable.com that I will have linked below is for doing 2 9 by 13s. We do end up stretching and getting 4 9 by 13 casserole pans done. I also, well no, actually we use 2, so here's where I went off a little bit. We use 2 10 by 15 glass pans and then a 9 by 13, and I end up with just a little bit of the chicken baked ziti mix in my big 30-quart bowl that I stretched it into a 4th 9 by 13, but I have to borrow a little bit at the end from the 10 by 15s. It all works out. We end up with 4 large dinners. And so the baked ziti was pre-cooked. I used 2 cans of my homegrown home-canned chicken. We used 4 jars of spaghetti sauce, and then I also threw in a jar of pizza sauce just because, of course, I'm going off the rails with my math. I put in 2 cups of shredded Parmesan cheese into our big bowl mixture. And then I also add in 4 cups, which is 4 handfuls of shredded mozzarella cheese. At the very end, whenever we put this mixture into our casserole pans, I also top each casserole bake with another handful of cheese. And so we will have these on an evening with some salad, or as long as these watermelons last, with a watermelon or something else from a local garden. And it will be great to have on a busy day when mama can't think, yay. Not me putting peanut butter on top of a Lily's bar in the late afternoon. So we got one more recipe left after I pause for this homemade Reese cup wannabe situation. And we're gonna do some homemade brown sugar to go with it, because we need a cup of brown sugar, and I have blackstrap molasses and regular old sugar, so we're gonna make things happen. Alrighty, so I've got a little smaller bowl this time, and we're gonna make our 2 Hawaiian casseroles now. And we got our rice, but some of the rice we need only for the soup later. Of brown sugar. So I can locate my bowls here. I know I have a tablespoon somewhere. You can also use your food processor to do this. I got a lot out. I'm not going to get another adventure out right now. So I'll just do it the old-fashioned way with the spoon. For a minute here. And here's our really pretty, nice dark brown sugar. Alright, so for this Hawaiian chicken recipe, I did this one on YouTube a couple years ago. My cooking spray out there. And basically, I'm taking the same ingredients today, but I'm doing it a little different. For one, I'm doing our shredded home canned chicken. And in the original recipe, we layer chicken on the top of the casseroles and cover it in foil and bake it that way. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to take all the ingredients and mix it in this bowl and then fill the casserole pans. And that be that. Also, so basically a whole new recipe. I'm leaving a few things out today, like the green pepper. But we're pulling it together here. Okay, so I am going to put our brown sugar in here. Alrighty, and then we're adding in 2 cups of liquid aminos. Okay, and so I'm gonna do a tablespoon of garlic powder. You can also use minced garlic. Looking around for various cups. We're gonna do 2 cups of chicken broth. So I got another family member helping wrap all of these freezer meals. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 large freezer meals that are going in the freezer. I'm excited about that. And we do have some hard-boiled eggs left over from breakfast this morning. And of course, we have probably 4 or so jars of our home canned chicken. I'm gonna be sensible because we'll have egg salad and we'll have chicken salad. I'm just gonna do 1 jar, which is about 2 pounds of chicken there, of chicken salad and egg salad for lunches coming up. And I'm also gonna label these meals and I'll show them to you down in the freezer. The chicken salad and the egg salad are just going in the refrigerator as a meal prep. So here's the first layer of foil. I'm gonna label these and then we'll get them wrapped in plastic wrap. And I got another family folk person here mashing up these eggs for me while I label our meals. All right, so here's our very simple chicken salad. Nope, can I say it? Egg salad, chicken salad. Sorry, I've been cooking the last couple hours, but I did have a family member whip this up for us, just very simple with some onion powder, garlic powder, a little salt, a little pepper, and then mayonnaise and mustard, egg salad, chicken salad. Sorry, I'm watching this through my camera and I have tired mom brain, but I am gonna get outside for 15 minutes and then I'm playing Animal Crossing Monopoly, so life is good. But anyway, there's some lunch prep for us. And I just checked in on the pizza meatball leftover situation, and I don't think there's enough now for the folks who still haven't eaten yet to have for dinner. There might be like 8 meatballs left. It's not enough. Some have already started to heat up those meatballs this afternoon. Anyway, just never, why do I make food content? Because we do a lot of food. Anywho, I just put one of the 10 by 15 baked chicken ziti's in the oven for dinner. And so we'll have that. There was something else. Oh, we have the soup in the slow cooker, but that's gonna be a few more hours. And then I'm gonna add the rice to that. So I'm thinking that lunches for the next probably 2 days is the lemon sesame soup and chicken salad and egg salad. We have gluten-free bread available. We have Ezekiel bread available. I have the Egg Life wraps available. And then we also have lettuce. So folks can do it like a salad or shove lettuce on a sandwich or whatever they would like. Alrighty, so here's our towers that are going in the freezer, and then again, chicken salad, egg salad going in the refrigerator. I'm gonna let that soup continue to cook in the slow cooker and we will get that later this evening. Alrighty friends, I know this was a fun video where we did all of these chicken meals using our home canned chicken, and you can use the best protein that you have on hand. Be sure to head to largefamilytable.com/alrighty and click the first link in the description below to get my special How to Meal Plan from Your Pantry Guide 2. This guide is all about building a well-stocked pantry using what you have on hand. My guide will help you save time, money, and sanity as I walk you through stocking up your pantry for your family and being creative with what you have on hand to work with. I'm giving this free digital copy away. It's a $14.99 value. It has a super mega list of pantry foods that last. I share with you tips for building up your pantry. There's many food storage tips. I also share instructions on how to meal plan from your well-stocked pantry, a full week of meal plans, and many more, mega and lots more pantry printables. So again, head to largefamilytable.com/alrighty to get your How to Meal Plan from Your Pantry guide. Yay. And thanks so much for watching, friends, and I'll chat with you in those comments below. I've also linked in the description any of the recipes you've seen me use in today's video. Alrighty, bye-bye.